we will talk about the CSS. So all of you would be aware that CSS provides look and feel to the web pages. So we are writing the CSS code itself into the HTML documents. I hope that all of you are aware of the full form of CSS, cascading style sheets. So we know that there are different elements in HTML, so we can provide different styles to these HTML elements using the CSS. So there are CSS selectors which are used to find or which are selecting the particular HTML elements which we would like to provide a style. So we can divide these CSS selectors into 5 categories. Simple selectors, in which we are selecting the HTML elements based upon its name, ID or class. Combined selectors, we can select multiple HTML elements based on a specific relationship between them. Then we have pseudo class selectors, which are selecting elements based on a certain state. Then we have pseudo element selectors, in which we select and style a particular part of an element. So we select particular part of the element and we provide a style to that particular part of element. Then we have attribute selectors. We select elements based on an attribute or a particular attribute value. We know that in HTML, different elements are having different attributes. So we can take up a specific attribute and we can apply a style to that particular element of attribute. So we start with the simple selectors. In case of the simple selector, the selector selects HTML elements based on the element name. For example, if I suppose that all paragraph elements in my page should be center aligned with the red color text, so I can write this code. So in order to write CSS, I will use a tag style, opening tag and closing tag, and in which this P is the paragraph tag in HTML and I am putting the properties here. So text align is the property and center is the value, color is the property and red color is the value to this property. So if I run this code, I will see that whatever thing I will write here, it will follow this particular style. It will be center aligned and the color of the text will be red. I am using another paragraph here in which I am providing an ID. So I can provide ID to each and every element, and that ID has to be unique for different HTML elements. So we can also select the HTML elements based upon the ID. So we provide the ID to a particular specific HTML element and then we use that ID to select that element to provide a style. So ID of an element is unique within a page. Okay, so that's why the ID selector is going to select a particular unique element in the HTML page. So in order to select an element with a specific ID, we put a hash character followed by the ID of the element, and this is the way we are selecting a ID of a HTML element. So you see one example here. We are writing this paragraph tag and we are providing ID para1. So I am using hash para1. Para1 is the ID of a particular paragraph. So this ID element, I am providing this style. The text will be center aligned and red will be the color of the text. So this style will be applied to this paragraph only. This will not be applicable to this. Okay, because we are providing the style to the particular STL element whose ID is here is specified. So if I want to show you how it is actually going to work, I run this code, I copy this code and I run this code for you so that you may see the effect of this code. I take a text document, I paste it, then I save it, css1.html, and I save it. Then I run this code, you will see the effect. So you will see that I have written 2 paragraph text. For the ID, I am providing a style, so the text is going to be appear in red color and it is center aligned. But the another text written in another paragraph, it is not affected by the style. Right. So based upon the ID, we can select a particular HTML element like this. Then we have another selector which is actually known as the class selector. The class selector will select a HTML element with a specific class attribute. So to select a element with a specific class, we use the dot operator followed by the name of the class. So you see here style tag for CSS dot, then name of the class is center. And I can specify the class of a element here. So inside the H1 heading, I am providing this class center. So this style will be applicable where is my class. So H1 and paragraph tag, both the text will be red and center aligned. Right? Because you see here the same class has been assigned to S1 element and paragraph element. So it is possible that you can assign the same class to different HTML elements. But if you talk about the ID has to be unique for each and every HTML element. We can also specify which specific HTML elements should be affected by a class. Right. Now we see that we are using the class here for H1 element and for paragraph element. Okay. So I am saying that if I want that this style has to be used for paragraph element, then I will select p dot center. P is the HTML element dot name of the class. So what will be the effect of this? The effect will be the text written here, this paragraph will be red and center aligned. So this will be center aligned and will appear in red color. But if you see this H1 text, this heading will not be affected. So because we are not using H1 dot center, if I use also H1 dot center, then this heading will be also affected by the style. So this text will not appear in red color, this will not be center aligned. HTML elements can also refer to more than one class. So the same thing I told you earlier, we use the same class name center in different HTML elements. right? So I have p dot center, one style, p dot large, another style. So whatever style we will put inside the style tag, right? So I'm using two classes here, center and large. So you can use multiple classes here, like p class, center, large. So this will apply the style of center class, this will apply the style of large class, both, right? So HTML elements can refer to more than one class for a particular style. Then we have a universal selector which is selecting all the HTML elements on the page. So if I write asterisk then center blue, okay, this will affect all my elements in my HTML page. So this will affect h1, this will affect paragraph, this will affect this paragraph, this will affect this paragraph. All the HTML elements will be following this particular style. The text will be center aligned and the color of the text will be blue. Then we have CSS grouping elements, grouping selector. So if we are providing the same style to different HTML elements, so we can group these selectors and we can write a shorter code, right? So you see that we are providing a style to h1 heading, we are providing a style to s2 heading, we are providing a style to paragraph, and all the styles are same. Text align is center and the color is red. So instead of writing this lengthy code, we can write the code like this. So I am selecting here h1, h2, p. It means that this particular style will be applied to h1 level of heading, h2 level of heading, and paragraph, right? So instead of writing that lengthy code, I am able to write the shorter code and I can group in number of HTML elements to provide the same style. Okay, now there are three ways to insert CSS code. One is the external CSS, in which I will put the CSS code into the external file, not into the HTML file. Then internal CSS, I will put my code into the HTML document. Then inline CSS. So we will see all three one by one. It depends upon our situation which one we choose. So first is the external CSS. So with an external CSS, external style sheet, if we want to change the look of an entire set of web pages at once, so we can use this external CSS. So what happens, we put the CSS code into a separate file and we provide a reference to the external style sheet file using the link element inside the HTML document in the head section. So for example, this is our HTML document file and we are providing a link. REL style sheet means the file, external file is a style sheet. The type of the file is text/css. It is a CSS file and the reference of the file is mystyle.css. It means that we are keeping the CSS code into a separate file that is actually called mystyle.css, and we are providing a link of this file to this HTML document so that it can be providing the style to that particular HTML document. So external CSS can be written in any text editor. It can be saved with a .css extension. The external .css file should not contain any HTML text. Then we have internal CSS. So if you want to provide a style to one single HTML web page, then you can choose this internal CSS. Internal CSS is defined in an HTML document using this style inside the head section, as we seen earlier. Internal styles are defined within a style element under the head section. So we have seen that this is the head section. I am using a style tag for CSS. I am using this body. I am providing this style. I am using this h1 element. I am providing this style. So if you feel that you want to have a unique style for each and every web pages, then you must go for this internal CSS, in which you write the CSS code inside the HTML document. Then we have inline CSS. So inline CSS means you are providing a unique style for a particular single element into your HTML document. So to use inline styles, we add the style attribute to the relevant element. Style attribute can contain any CSS property. So you see the example here. We are using h1 heading, and we are providing a style to this h1 heading only here. Style is color is blue and the text alignment is center. P style paragraph element, color is red. Okay, so inline styles are always defined within the style attribute of the relevant element. So we use this style tag, okay, for a particular HTML element, so that we can provide a style to that particular element, right? So this is applicable in case you have a web page and you want to display some information into the web page using following a particular style to provide more emphasis to that particular information or text. So students, we will keep the discussion up to this point, and after that we will continue our discussion using multiple style sheets. Thank you.